Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, for a change, we're going to look at reviewing a Malayalam movie, Prakashan Parakatte, meaning Let Prakash Fly. Well, the plot is very simple. It talks about a lower middle class family patriarch in Kerala, northern part of Kerala, Malabar, I could say, somewhere in districts between Malappuram and Calicut, Kozhikode, that's called. He's a communist by ideology, but has no real savings, no real job, and is dependent on a stationery shop with an unstable income and a narcissistic brother-in-law. He's blessed with two sons, one elder son who's an 18-year-old who's least responsible in the world and takes it one day at a time, has always had a tiff with his younger sibling who's been successful being a 7-year-old back in school. And this story is, the title is misleading because it's not really Prakashan that we are talking about, it's actually Darshan, the elder son of Prakashan. The Prakashan character is helmed by Dileesh Pothan, who's really good with his natural expression, and his older son is Matthew Thomas. So the plot is very simple. It talks about a lower middle class family who's struggling to make both ends meet on a daily basis, has no a real solution to all the problems, and to make things worse, they're blessed with a son who has no clue in the world as to how to deal things in a normal way. So what really happens to make things worse? What really happens when this particular 18-year-old elder son falls in love? And what happens when he falls in love, and the cascading effects that it has on the family further? And that it's hilarious to see, and also a little touchy, but the emotions are not pushed like in other commercial movies. It's natural, it's organic, and you actually feel for the characters in here. So I was very impressed with the locales as well. The good thing, the pros about this is that it only has 2 songs. It has a runtime of only 2 hours and 7 minutes. 127 minutes is not a big thing anymore. We still have the patience to watch it, and the movie is moving at a steady pace without ever inviting boredom or make you yawn. And the character was really weaved in so beautifully. Hats off to Dhyan Srinivasan, whose last work, live action drama, was a disaster according to me, at least critically, or as a piece of work. But this, I don't know how he wrote this story. It's so engaging and yet so simple that you could relate to it when you, as a guy or a girl who is in a teenage, what do you go through? And how do you face it when you have a family which is a little, not below the poverty line, but it's not affluent either. So how do you face it? How do you manage it? And what drives you? This story is actually an inspirational story by the end of it. If you watch, it doesn't have a thriller mode or something. This is just a comedy drama that I love to watch. I thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. I'm expecting a few awards for Matthew Thomas, who's been instrumental even from his Tannir Mattan Dinangal or Joe and Joe. This movie, he's just nailed it. Being an 18-year-old, the way he emotes, it evokes natural sympathy. And the younger son, I think his name is, one moment, Ritunjay Srijit, I guess. Wow, just wow. It milks your emotions naturally, organically. I mean, I had tears in my eyes, even involuntarily. That's the space we're talking about, a natural, native, a native story that holds you in, even if it's not something that it's a fantasy world, it's a relatable world. And that's the strength of this movie. And talking about Shaiju Kurup as an irresponsible, narcissistic, self-centered vulture character, you love to hate him. You love to hate him so much that every time he comes on screens, you just curse him. And the only regret that I have is I couldn't watch this movie on theater because of some other commitments, but I didn't miss it, and it's now available on Z5, and it's brilliant. It deserves a family audience. It has to be watched with kids, and it's a family-oriented movie. Everyone could sit back, relax, and watch it and enjoy it. And talking about cons, to be honest, I couldn't find any. Maybe from being a Malayali, I didn't find any cons as such, but other language speakers might seem that the nativity is way too much. The nativity of the plays, the dialect, everything. But that's how it is in a natural, organic movie. That's supposed to be. And if you just see the content, you will really be happy with it. It's really impressive that I decided to give a 4 rating on a scale of 1 to 5, and I hope Malayalam movies, it's always been impressive for the last 2 years how Malayalam movies have come up with their content and how they present it with a native simple storyline. That's more impressive than anything else. And yeah, please go ahead and watch it on Z5. It wouldn't waste your time, you wouldn't regret watching it. And I wanted to put this review because it deserves that credit. Thank you all for watching it. Have a nice time. Bye-bye.